Test, test, 1, 2.
Hello, welcome to Mental Health Check Tuesday. Today I have Holly here as a guest. So, Holly, what is irritating you or how are you doing today?
Well, I'm taking care of my 81-year-old father. He just turned 81, and sometimes communicating with him is very difficult. And my temper seems to be growing shorter and shorter, and I get really snippy with him. And he sits all day and watches the television, which basically subjects me to watching the television as well. And he watches Fox News, which is really broadcast to what's going on in the world, and it's a bunch of really sad stuff. So it's hard to stay positive and happy while I'm watching some of the things that are happening around the world. In turn, it's making me feel very sorrowful. Then I remembered I had ordered this t-shirt online. It was it picked a picture of Mother Mary and the sorrowful Mother Mary, the Immaculate Heart of Mary, and how then I remembered the scriptures and how it said that we should try not to grieve the Spirit, the Holy Spirit of God. I think that's what's going on in the world, is that, besides the natural disasters that are happening, we don't have control over those things, but what we do have control of is how we treat one another, and how we treat one another hasn't been very good lately, or how we treat the things of God that He's created for us. So we should really take a look in the mirror at ourselves and ask ourselves, how can we better our way of living as human beings?
Well, they say when someone's older, you probably would have to treat them like a kid, you know what I mean? Because they get cold fast. The heater that I have would probably blow his ass up because it was on all night long by mistake.
I had to tell him to turn the heater off because the heater smelled like it was catching on fire or something. It's an old heater. I just really think that that's really important for the world to hear. I wanted to say one more thing, is that I am constantly praying. I constantly pray for the love of God to be in everybody's hearts, for everybody to have self-control in these times, and I'm constantly praying for a lot of other things.
But I just want to say, you're doing a really good job. You're not looking right into the camera. So you're natural.
Oh, should I be looking at it? Hey, baby. Two major things happened to me today. One, I woke up this morning, was kind of startled. I was having a dream or a nightmare or a vision of me. It was me and my mom, and we were in a boat, but I think the rest of my family was in the boat too. We were all in a boat, and all of a sudden the boat was having trouble. I remember having trouble, and it was backing up and going forward, as if it was stuck in some weeds or something, right?
Uh-huh.
And then all of a sudden, I look back, and the water is coming up over the back of the boat. And the boat was like a...
You know why?
It was like a ferry where all the seats were like this, right? And I was climbing over the seats to get out of the boat. It was crazy.
Well, you know why?
Why?
Because you're always talking about the boat all the time.
I think it has something to do with some flooding coming. I think there's a flood coming. Here's the other thing. I'm sitting there today meditating, and you know how I have the picture of Jesus up above, the Last Supper and stuff? I'm looking and I'm meditating, and all of a sudden this flood of information came to me. I should move the food upstairs. Do you hear me?
Mm-hmm. Your phone was telling you that this thing should be over with.
No, God was speaking to my heart, really strong, move the food upstairs. Mm-hmm. There was going to be a flood in this area. Jane, I swear, if something happens, we got to have this footage.
Do you have anything else to say?
Only that I'm glad that you're here for me, because I really feel like I need Mental Health Tuesday today.
Well, thanks for being a part of Mental Health Check Tuesday.
Well, I just really don't think that I'm crazy, but all of these things that I say, they do sound crazy to the average person.
You're more smarter than most people that I know. So thank you.
Weird, huh?
Yeah. Oh, you're weirder, if that makes sense.
That's because I got a direct connect with the big guy, you know?
Well, thanks for being a part of Mental Health Check Tuesday.
Thanks.